how to develop a business, how to and it's like, are you talking to service-based entrepreneurs? Are you talking to online businesses? Are you talking to people in the beauty industry? Even that might not be specific. What's up, business baddies? I'm Rima, and you are now tuned in to the remix, where being overbooked is overrated and simple businesses are sexy. Today, I'm going to go over 3 of the biggest mistakes when starting your online course or program. Now, if you haven't yet watched my video on how to build an online program and the steps that you need to take to even take your business from one-on-one services to a fully fledged online program, online course, I'm going to link that. Definitely go and check that video out. It is the most comprehensive guide to starting an online course or program. So without further ado, I'm going to get into the 3 biggest mistakes I've made and I've also seen other people make when launching their course. I'm all about helping other people learn from my mistakes, so I'm going to be fully real with you on that process. So mistake number 1 is being too scared to niche down. Now, what does that mean? That means trying to come up with a course or product idea that anyone who wants to buy can buy. And that's not quite gonna get you the results that you think. A lot of people feel like if they keep it open-ended, then that will just make people know that it's like not exclusive and they can buy it and they can buy it. And in their situation, it'll apply to them. And that's not the way to get people enthusiastic about going to that checkout page and checking out. The way to get people really excited about your program is to let them know that it's for them. And how do you do that? You do that by developing a very specific target audience. I like to call it a student persona or prototype. And when I work with my clients, I really bring this all the way down to like, what would their coffee order look like? What would they be shopping for at the store? What are their values? It's a lot more than just their basic demographics. You really want to get deep into weird things like, what would this person be Googling alone at night that they're like too embarrassed to share with other people? For real, like you want to know this person and their problems and their desires almost as well as you know yourself. That is going to help you really come up with a product, in this case, a course or a program that is really geared at the right people. It's going to help you market it to those people. And most importantly, it's going to ensure that people walk out of this experience really feeling like they had an awesome transformation. You cannot have students feeling satisfied going through your course if your course is not solving something specific for a specific type of person. So that is number 1. The biggest mistake I see is people being like, how to develop a business, and it's like, are you talking to service-based entrepreneurs? Are you talking to online businesses? Are you talking to people in the beauty industry? Even that might not be specific enough. So you really want to niche down as far as who your students are and what is that specific transformation that your program is giving to them. Number 2 is people spend so much time stressing about the price point. Baddies. You do not need to be stressed and lose any sleep or go down a YouTube or podcast or Instagram rabbit hole trying to figure out how to price your course. Just like every industry, e-learning has a wide range. Just like you could find a razor for $3 and one for probably almost $100. I bet if I Google it, I could find it. You can find online courses that teach the same thing, ranging from $37 to $3,000. And it really just boils down to how much you want to charge. Honestly, like I know that sounds overly simplistic, but think through how much you want to charge and then backwards plan from there. How can I ensure that my program or my course is a $997 product, let's just say. Or let's say you want to charge $5,000. Okay, I want to charge $5,000 for this transformation and this experience. How can I ensure that there's enough value, there are enough features maybe, or benefits, more importantly, in this program that would make someone feel excited to pay $5,000. I have been that person. I have been excited to pay $5,000 for a program. And it's not because that person was smarter than you or even more qualified than you. It's because they wanted to charge $5,000. So a couple caveats I will say here. You want to think about who your target audience is a little bit, and if you're teaching something and your target audience is other teachers, let's say, I was a teacher back in my day, and we weren't making enough money to be investing thousands and thousands of dollars in a program. That being said, I don't want to give you a limited belief on, you don't know what people's financial situations are like. You really never have any idea what their financial situation is like. But if your transformation is one that is valued at X, typically, you do want to do some market research. So, for the sake of clarity and not confusing you any more than the industry already does about this topic, the first step here is to just decide what you want to charge. I would validate that a little bit through some market research. Just make sure that that's kind of normal. Even if there's a huge range, if yours falls in that range, you're good. If yours is on the higher end of that range, that's still fine. You're a premium product. I know I like to be positioned as a premium product because those are the types of students I want to attract to my program. So do not overthink it. If you are stressed about it still, I actually put a calculator that I created down here. So if you're confused about how to price your program or course, click the link below for my free calculator where I literally spit out a number. I ask you a few custom questions on your program, and then I spit out a number based on your responses to those questions. Sounds great, right? So that is mistake number 2 that I see a lot of course creators or people with online programs making before they start their program. Now, step 3 is the one that I see most people making, and it could perhaps be the most detrimental one. It'll also probably surprise you the most. Step 3 is feeling like you need to go out and create all of your content before ever selling your course. Now, you're probably like, what are you talking about? Like, what would I be selling then? You are selling a transformation. You are selling an idea. You are pre-selling it. There are a lot of things that you've probably bought on pre-sale. There's probably like a cool t-shirt that got dropped and you're like, oh, I saw a picture of it. I get the picture. I can't feel it. I can't wear it, but I'm buying it. You bought it. And then sure enough, when they promised it, it was delivered to you and you got that t-shirt. You probably bought early access to an event. You're not at the event. You didn't get the inspiration or the laughs or whatever it was you were going to that event for, but you bought the ticket, right? So in this same way, I highly, highly recommend pre-selling your course. The only thing that you need is to know your target audience, which again, I need you to go and watch that video on how to do that because I will completely cover all the things you need in order to pre-sell it, and it's not as much as you think. So watch the video that I did on the steps that you need to take before being able to pre-sell your course. Now, what this helps you do is it helps you get a cash injection into your business so that you can spend the time that it takes to create the curriculum, right? So you get $5,000 or $10,000 from 10 founding students that bought your course on a pre-sale, and you are able to then fully focus for that month on creating and building highly effective and engaging content. The other benefit to pre-selling is that you are able to get real-time feedback from a small group of really invested students. So now that you're releasing those lessons on the promised date, people are able to watch them, and you'll have little survey links under each lesson, and they're able to tell you right there and then, like, I love this, or I think this is something that's really still confusing me. As you start to see patterns and trends in the feedback, you'll be able to refine your product so that you can come out of that experience not only with the cash that it took to validate that idea, but also the feedback required to really make it a strong, awesome lit program that you're excited to sell to people. Now, this was something that I personally did. I was able to pre-sell my program in only 2 days. I made $2,000 off of only 200 Instagram followers. If you really want to know how to do that, definitely hit me up. I'm really happy to talk over this process because I know it feels kind of scary to pre-sell something. I also offer a VIP experience where I personally help you take your one-on-one services, package them up into an online course or program that you can then go out and sell and scale. There will be no ceiling on the impact or income you can make with that program because you're no longer trading your one-on-one time for money. So if you're interested in applying for a VIP service where I help you do exactly that, hit the link below. Once you apply with that link, if you're admitted, we'll be able to customize your course outline for free, no pressure. We get on a call, we talk through your specific needs, your target audience, and you walk out of that call with a custom course outline, whether we decide to work together or not. So that's just a shameless plug for you, but I really, really, really want to stress the importance of going out and pre-selling it as a way to validate your market and optimize your product and make sure it's like an amazing product. Personally, when I did this, my first 10 baddies that were in my program were able to tell me like, okay, this thing is still really confusing. This was really clear. That enabled me to go out and literally deliver an entire webinar addressing every question they had as they were going through my program. And I would not have had the foresight to do that had I not pre-sold this program to a group of people who were excited to have a say in what the final product looked like. So I really hope that this helps. You are in a way better position than I was when I was starting if you avoid these 3 mistakes before starting your course or program. Once again, if you are interested in working together on this and thinking through how you can package up the stuff that you're saying every day with your clients into a one-time program that scales across thousands of people, hit that link below so we can get on a call and talk through your custom course curriculum outline. So thank you so much for watching and tune in again soon.